Hi guys, welcome back to Codemaster Coach, your medical coding tutor. Happy New Year. Guys, with the start of the new year, I told you in one of my previous videos that I am trying my best to make this working from home work for me. And I was sharing some of my struggles with you guys with the concept of working from home, how I had in my mind all these grand ideas of what I could do working from home, and now given the opportunity to work from home, it just doesn't seem to be panning out the way that I thought it would. So again, let's talk about the job, working from home as a medical coder. And the way I stopped on my last video is I talked about when you first come into medical coding, how you're going through like an orientation. With my orientation that I've gone through, and I worked with two outsourced coding companies that needed coders to come in and help facilities get their coding caught up. And so I spent like 2 weeks in orientation. The first week with orientation with the company, getting to know the company and their expectations of their coders, and then being moved to my specialty area and being a senior medical coder. They kind of moved me. I floated. If they were backlogged in ER, I moved to the ER. If they needed an inpatient coder, I moved to inpatient. If same day surgery fell behind, then I moved to same day surgery. But coming in, I asked to be put in just one area and let me focus on that one area, because remember, during that orientation, you're not held to the full productivity standards, but you are held to the quality standards. Any chart that you code, you're expected to maintain a certain quality standard, and usually it's 95% or higher accuracy in your coding. So again, I knew I needed to make sure I maintained the quality of my work, even if I didn't have the quantity, the numbers right out in orientation. So in my last video I said that a lot of times you're brought in and you're told to code 5 charts a day. One, mainly so that you can learn the software. Different hospitals have different software that they use for their coding, for the electronic medical record, for their claims, so that you can input your codes in the system for billing purposes. So learning that software, again, as I said before, was the hardest part for me. I know how to code. It's just learning 3M software over here, CAT coding over here, whatever software the companies are using, and they all don't use the same software. So when I'm always asked what kind of coding software is the best coding software to learn, I always say, don't worry about the software, learn the coding right now. And then when you get to your facility, you'll learn whatever software they have intended for you to use. So again, that after you do your week of orientation at your organization and you go in and do your orientation in your specialty area, guess what kicks in? Productivity. And as a coder, as a medical coder, most of us are held to productivity standards, whether it's 15 to 20 charts an hour in the emergency room, 5 to 7 charts inpatient per hour. Again, for the inpatient charts, same day surgeries, you could be about 20 to 30 charts an hour. And then I even think about when you're in the physician's office. As a physician office coder, when I worked in my physician's office, I was the only coder. I had one physician, so they felt like one coder should do it, and I did. I stayed on top of coding every patient that walked in the door that day. By end of day, I made sure those charts were coded, and the claim, I actually did the billing. When you're in a physician's office coding, they tend to have you doing coding and billing. Where in the hospital, you do coding in the medical record or HIM department, and then the billing or the business office downstairs handles all of the billing. So again, it depends on where you're at as for your productivity. But when productivity standards kick in, you're hustling. They're trying to justify you working at home, so they'll give you enough work to do per hour and then they times it times 8 because you're working 8 hours a day. But the problem with that is the next morning you come in, if there are any accounts that were undone or something was missing or you had to query, in addition to your productivity for that day, you're still trying to finish up those accounts that you left queries on or that you requested more information on. So productivity does kick in. And I did hear from one subscriber who said that during orientation, where she works, because remember where I worked on my previous video, I said I'm paid 8 hours a day no matter what. So when I'm during orientation, when I'm only having to do 5 charts, if I completed my 5 charts in 1 hour, then I was free the rest of the day and I got my 8 hours. So I did learn that is not the case everywhere. Another subscriber of mine did email me to say they were required to punch out. But I just questioned, how did you learn the software? So I guess I would have stayed on the clock a little longer if I was required to punch out before my 8 hours was up, making sure I knew the software, because when productivity kicks in, you don't have time to be playing and trying to learn software. You need to know it. So learn it during your orientation period. So that's what I wanted to do the month of February. This month we're getting in our little routines of working from home. And I know with COVID, a lot of people that worked outside of the home are now working from home. So again, my question to you is, how are you making working from home work for you? I wanted to share what I have done starting this new year off right. I call myself, remember I told you my biggest concerns with working from home in addition to my job. Because again, had I not had my job, I wouldn't be able to do a lot of things that I want to do. So my job is my priority. But then I mentioned worrying about cooking and cleaning and taking care of my home for my family. And so I wanted to share with you something that I found, or 2 things actually that I found that I'm trying out this month of January to see how well I do. I started with this thing called eMeals, and it's exactly that, eMeals. And I am not an affiliate. I am not being paid in any way. I don't even think they know I'm mentioning their name in this. But it was eMeals is something that I had tried before years ago, and then just got away from cooking it when the summer came and being out with the kids or whatever. I got away from it. Well, I found myself going back to it. eMeals and FlyLady. And I know some of you have probably heard about FlyLady. She's this a website that says it didn't take you 15 minutes to mess it up, so allow yourself 15 minutes a day to clean it up. And so I've been enjoying those 2 websites. Let me show you. Let me share with you these 2 websites. See what you think. Okay. First of all, this is eMeals. This is the website for me, eMeals, eMeals.com. And what I loved about it is that the key to it, it says how it works. You choose your meals, and they have a variety of eMeals: vegetarian, keto, 30 minutes, budget friendly. Oh, there's several of them. Anyway, you choose your meals, and then when you choose your meals for that week, every Wednesday, they'll send you the recipe, how to cook the meal, your grocery list first. And so you can go grocery shopping. I told them I shop at Walmart for my groceries, and it sent me a Walmart grocery list so that I could pick up all my groceries that I needed. And they're pushing now this, where is it when you have the shipping of your groceries directly to your house? I go in and do my grocery shopping. I enjoy grocery shopping. But anyway, they give you your grocery shopping list, and they even give you the recipe how to cook. And then it talks about enjoying a delicious meal. And the goal is that your family will sit down with these meals and eat as a family. So I really have enjoyed working with eMeals. And I did subscribe to this website. Let me see if I can share anything with you, if it'll come up so I can show it to you. But again, I chose the 30-minute menu plans. And I just want you guys to see how it works. Anyway, it didn't show it. No, it's not coming up. Oh well. But it is eMeals, and it shows you I had the 30-minute family meal. And they have with the holidays, just having the holidays recently, they have the holiday menus as well. But it sends you an actual list, and it's posted every Wednesday so that you can look at the meals. All right, and then when I was mentioning to you earlier about FlyLady, let me tell you about FlyLady. Oh wow, there she is. That's her website. It's flylady.net. And what I love about her is she has these baby steps, and she talks about baby steps to clean your house. And she has 31, and the goal is to just spend 15 minutes in a particular area each week, 15 minutes a day. And she even believes in setting your timer and going and to cleaning your house. And I've been enjoying that. Just one, for the ideas. I love ideas of how to get things done. But between FlyLady and eMeals, those are my meals. My groceries shopping has been done for the week. My meal planning has been done. So my meals are already planned. The groceries are here. At night before I go to bed, I lay out everything. And then I know the next day, based on FlyLady, what area. Like this week, they're working in the kitchen. So they have different things. Like this one day was cleaning the cabinets. You start with cleaning your sink. She's big on cleaning your sink. But you clean your sink to start with, and then you clean the outside of your cabinets, and then you start cleaning inside your one day. And you do it in 15-minute increments. And I've been enjoying that. So I did want to get back to you and let you guys know I'm starting my new year off trying to do what I said I was going to do. And so that's your status report for today on just how much progress I've made with my house cleaning and making this work from home work for me. So what I like to do as far as coding, let's take different types of coders each week. Well, let's do it by the month. If you are a physician office coder and you're a subscriber of mine and you want to share what a day is like being a physician office, working in the physician's office coding, comment down below and tell me that you do work for a physician office. You don't have to share where you are or anything like that, but I would like to know what a typical day is like for you. Don't share any patient information, just routines. What kind of day do you go in, and based on the appointments, are you responsible for pulling the patient records? Are you responsible for creating the super bill that goes on the front of the record if you still do manual? And if you're electronic medical record, what do you do as far as your office and tracking who's seen today and making sure those visits were coded and that the bill has been dropped? So maybe for February, let's look at physician office coding. And then March, let's look at ER coding. But let's look at each different type of coding, and let's try to do a little in-depth study of it. I may even try to ask you guys to Zoom with me and do a quick Zoom interview, something that, if you don't mind, I'd like to share on my channel so that others will see and hear you, and we can discuss exactly what you do. Okay, guys, I just wanted to come back, didn't want to leave you hanging, but I'm determined to make this work from home job work for me, and I'm hoping I'll be able to help you to do the same. All right, guys, as promised, I'm going to stay busy on this channel, so hang in here with me. If you haven't yet subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. Let's get this channel up and running, and let's make it work for us coders. We're going to make this profession work for us as well. All right, guys, I will see you in the next one.